Hi everyone, it's Nick. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, in today's video, we are going to be reacting to some interior design TikTok and Instagram reels. I did this a couple of months ago and you guys really loved that video. And that's how it works here on the internet. If I try something and you guys click on it and it's mildly successful, I'll just keep doing it until you guys stop watching it and you get really sick of me. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna react to some interior design stuff. Some DIYs I think are probably in here. Maybe some trend stuff. I don't know. I haven't seen these. These have all been curated by Eden. She's my employee and we're gonna go through and see what weird stuff people have cooked up with. So let's get going. Okay, but before I get to those ridiculous interior design TikToks, and trust me, they're ridiculous. Let me thank today's sponsor, which is Shopify. Shopify is an amazing commerce all-in-one platform. I have been a Shopify customer for 11 years, and they're the only place that I would personally trust for all of my commerce needs. You can set up a store super quickly, and it's really easy to check all the information that you need with their comprehensive back office. I love being an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur for a long time, not just because I find it really difficult to work for other people, because I'm pretty outspoken, but I just love being an entrepreneur because you just get the ultimate autonomy in your job and where your income comes from and what you want to do and where you want to take your career and where you want to take your business. Perhaps you've got some hobby and you're an amazing craftsperson at some really fantastic skill or something that you have more skill than I do, then being able to sell that online, there's no better place than to do it in Shopify. Shopify has all the tools that you're going to need. So go ahead, please check out Shopify, go click on the link in the description, and let's get back to those ridiculous TikToks.
For the new Bottega Veneta medium whale poof for just $10,000. I mean, this is just an opportunity you do not want to miss out on. Again, for just 10 bands, you can have a limited edition lounge chair inspired by the Zanata Sacco and commissioned by no one else but Matthew Blazy. I mean, I have just been dying for Matthew Blazy to design a beanbag chair for me. It's about time. Sadly, the whale poof is out of stock. Just super sad and upsetting. I went on and I found this chicken, which imagine laying back and feeling that chicken's beak just poking into your back. It's like a massage chair for just $7,500.
Okay, so I hadn't seen that one, but I have seen that creator before because I really like his account. He spoofs a lot of like ridiculous, stupid things on the internet, which of course I can get behind because I kind of do too. So $10,000 for a beanbag chair. You know, I didn't know that existed. And don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna lie, that may just make it into a future video it may pop up again. That may not be the last time you've seen that stupid chicken. I love that other people are poking fun of this stuff because it is ridiculous. How is that sold out? It's oftentimes not really about value and more just around, well, it's perception of value. If you can find somebody that can buy your $10,000 chicken sofa, then I guess have at it. But I will never recommend it on this channel because that is completely ridiculous. But I love that account. I hate that chair. Let's move on.
Viral trend sweeping the nation.
I'm going to line these up tallest to shortest.
Oh, how fun.
Called Fridgescaping.
Huh?
Types organize and decorate the inside of their refrigerators.
I want to do that.
Find in a fridge.
I'm going to put Princess Diana dolls in there.
Even sculptures. In this one, the butter has
Don't even bother taking that butter out. It's high cholesterol.
Looks like an enchanted forest.
Oh, it's so cute. Where's your
I'm going
food?
to cut some of this for the refrigerator.
Honey, somebody's watching
She's a
you.
popular fridgescaper. She says she spent about 3 hours creating
Oh, I bet you've got
her
plenty of
fridge
time.
arrangement.
Let me guess,
What else?
Fridgerton?
Bridgerton.
Wah,
So
wah.
beautiful.
It is
Such a fun
beautiful.
way to-
I've never seen that before, but that is. Okay, so I have heard of this Fridgescaping, I believe it is called. I'd add it to the list of stupid trends that I'm gonna talk. Do you know, I love this. I love this because this keeps me in business. This is why I get to keep doing what I'm doing and I get to it pays my mortgage. I'm quite frankly, making fun of stuff here on the internet is what I do for a living, especially stupid things people do to their homes. And decorating your fridge is ridiculous. This is peak trend, right? Like this is so stupid. Look, people need hobbies and I know everybody's always like, don't yuck on other people's yums, but I'm like, well, I make a living yucking on yums, so don't yuck on my yum, which is making fun of stuff. So to me, this is stupid. No one sees the inside of your fridge, but if you need a hobby, go for it, but no one's looking. Could you imagine if I went to someone's house and I was like, hey, can I grab a bubbly or a La Croix or something like that? And I went in the fridge and they had fridgescaped the entire thing in a theme. Just absolutely ridiculous. I've seen a few of these TikToks of fridgescaping. Never seen Fridgerton, but I've seen a Lord of the Rings one, which was also ridiculous. Again, people need hobbies, so have at it, but this is stupid. And it goes without saying that you you, dear viewer, if you do not have a desire to Fridgescape, don't bother. You obviously don't need to do it because yes, it's great to make a home beautiful, but no one cares what the inside of your fridge looks like. Because you know what, the rest of us, we're just like, when we go to the grocery store, we just try to like stuff as many things as we can in there with complete disregard for the aesthetics because we're just trying to get it in the door. Do you know what I mean? Like we're just trying to stuff it in and close the door really quickly so that it's somebody else's problem when the salad mix inevitably falls out of the fridge. That's how I do my fridge. That's how you probably do yours. You don't need to Fridgescape. But again, people need hobbies, keeps them busy. Don't do this. No one should do this. This is a way to burn down your house. Or best case scenario, you're cutting your lip. Like best case scenario. Worst case, you burn your whole house down. But this is bad. This is dangerous. Never do this. The food coloring is excessive. I also can 100% tell that this person was making it up as they went because of how many times they went back to add salt and ice, which if you had an actual recipe and a plan, there's no real reason that I could see, chemically speaking, to keep adding salt over and over again. I understand salt brings down the temperature. I understand that's a thing. But the fact that you went back 6 more times to put salt in tells me that you didn't really know what you're doing, which scares me because you're now telling people how to do stuff like how to break glass, to do it like intentionally while also open flames in your kitchen with wine glasses and then carrying it on. No, it's a complete mess. So this is obviously stupid for many reasons. And this one, I've seen this crackling glass thing and it never looks good. And it's one thing if you want to do it to a window or something, don't even do it to a window. It's one thing to do it to a, I don't know, piece of decor, something that's harmless, relatively harmless. Again, don't burn down your house. But like to do it to glassware where people actually use it and drink, it's so stupid. No, this is a bad one. This is bad.
I finally got the courage to get on this ladder. I'm about 17 feet in the air and I am at the very end of finishing this book project. So I designed these cubbies originally when I built this house to have dried wood, but everything said you risk bugs. So no, thank you. I stumbled across the book idea. I don't know why I look like a Sims character in this, but anyways, I stumbled across the book idea and I flipped them the other way around and I stopped. I did the bottom 3 cubbies first and then I was too scared to go all the way up on this ladder. But I finally had the courage over the weekend. I took all of the 3 cubbies I had already done and transferred them to the top. And then I only had a little bit of a space at the top to finish, and ta-da, today I'm going and I'm buying 100 more books to finish the bottom 3 cubbies.
Okay, so TikTok's not having a good day with me, let's be honest. I mean, I will say they've given me some chuckles, but this one isn't great. I mean, what happened to, you know what books are? Books are really good for reading and you can learn things when you read them, right? That's kind of like their functional purpose. They've been around for a very long time. I don't know if you've heard of them. If you've read a book before, then you know what I'm talking about. These are just props and completely silly and look stupid because obviously they're so high, they're inaccessible, and therefore it doesn't feel, unless it's a library and you got like an actual functioning rolling ladder around there or something like that, you know what I mean? Like you got one of those. This, you know, like this isn't the New York Public Library, okay? This is just your living room and you've just hung some books really, really high. So it's obviously not functional. So people aren't gonna be able to actually use those books. So it looks stupid because it's completely illogical. The next thing is the turn the books the other way trend, which I have gone on record to say I think that's also quite stupid. I would say it's more stupid than color blocking your books, which is another stupid trend we've seen. But the reason I hate this is really, I mean, from what I understand, or originally it was like for movies and TV, they didn't want to pay the rights for the book, so they turned the spine around so that they didn't have to like go and like contact J.K. Rowling to say, can we put Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire in your movie? Do you know what I mean? Like they turned it around, you don't have to do that because you're just looking at pages, so it could be anything. That's the original why I think they did that. Then people realized that they were all beige and it was all very monochromatic if they turned them all around, and so then turning them around, which is again less functional, than actually looking at the spine like a normal person, realized they could have everything looking very beige and very monochromatic, which a lot of people really like, and that's why they did it. So this is a combination of both those things that I think are stupid. I don't like the turning around book trend, and I really don't like them when you hang them from the rafters and you need to take apparently 4 business days in order to get the courage to actually get up on a ladder to get those books again. Not to mention, I just thought of this. The dusting. You're still gonna have to dust that thing. Like, so what are you gonna do? You're gonna like build up the courage over 72 hours to actually get up on the ladder to dust those things, to take them down once a year? No, this is stupid. Admittedly, I'm not like a horticulturist, but I would say that there's got to be some real issues with smothering your fixed elements with chia seeds and then growing a chia pet in your bathroom. Again, I don't know. I don't know what bugs could be in there, but I'm pretty sure it can't be sanitary. Yeah, you're gonna have issues with bugs, probably, I would guess. That feels like a thing. Are they just gonna stop growing? Like, what happens if some of it dies? Like, I have so many questions, and it's just ridiculously stupid. Just let sinks be sinks. There's interesting sinks that you can do with like marble or different shapes or different sizes or different styles or different whatever. Like, there's lots of ways you can make these things interesting, but people insist on doing weird crap. And again, I'm not complaining because it keeps me in business. Look, I'm monetizing this. You think I'm one point yesterday, I'm monetizing other people's stupidity. This is my dream job. So obviously I'm not gonna like get too mad about it, but it's a ridiculously stupid plan. And I don't think you should. If you want a chia pet, get a chia pet. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know if they sell them anymore this side of 1992, but go ahead and find one and go and buy a chia pet if you really, really need one. Don't do this to your sink. Sell the sink. If you want a new one, sell it on Facebook Marketplace or something, or get rid of it and get a new sink that's actually like functional and not whatever the hell this is. Okay, so I'm both mad about that one and also kind of excited. I'm excited because if you guys know my channel, you'll know that frequently, if I make fun of DIYs, and I do all the time, because people are like, is this a DIY channel? No, I have no talent. I do not DIY anything. I don't believe in that. I believe in letting other people, skilled craftsmen that I will then pay with real monies, to come in and actually do stuff in my house. Unless it's super simple, in which case obviously I'll do it myself. But if it's really not, and it's like building, I don't know, a shower niche, I'm gonna get somebody else to do it. I'm not gonna DIY that and learn from a TikTok. And frequently when I make fun of stuff, I sometimes have, I think I've said in the past, like, if you've built a coffee table out of pool noodles, and I was kind of joking because that's stupid, I feel vindicated. People are actually building stuff out of pool noodles. I don't know why pool noodles. I guess because they're cheap and flexible and good filler. I think that's why people do it. And I think theoretically, if you have a mountain of duct tape, you can make something almost structural out of it. So I'm excited in that way that finally I feel vindicated for how I've made fun of pool noodles and DIYs, and somebody actually really did it here on TikTok, and I get to talk about it on the channel. Here's why I'm not happy about that one. The end result actually like looked kind of cute. You know what I mean? Like, I hate to say it, but that poof was not horrible. Like, it wasn't completely horrendous. Now, would you sit on it? Is it structurally sound? It's held up by pool noodles and duct tape, literally pool noodles and duct tape. So I'm not optimistic that if you get on that it's gonna be structurally sound. Might be a fun surprise when your guests sit on that one and they realize the rope is actually like the most structural thing holding that poof together. Might not be what they expected. In the end, it's cheap and it looks kind of fine, but like a lot of DIYs, they look pretty good from the outside, and they kind of look like when they're done, they photograph well for social media, they video sort of well for social media, and it works in that way. But does it have longevity? Is it actually going to last? Is it structural? Would you actually sit on this? And here's the thing, if your whole house looks like that, I don't know, I just get the feeling that like I will always know. Do you know what I mean? Like, I will always know that my like coffee table is made out of like a salad bowl. Do you know what I mean? Like a bunch of salad bowls duct taped together, or my ottoman is pool noodles and duct tape. Like, if I know my whole house is built out of duct tape, I'm going to know that. I would rather not have the poof, save my money, which might take a while because, you know, you want to buy something of quality, and then actually just go buy one. Or if you really are handy and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna DIY something, do something that actually uses quality materials and hopefully some skill and craftsmanship going in behind it. So I'm excited about that one because I'm vindicated because it's stupid, and I'm glad that I finally get to talk about that and give you an example of how stupid it is. Mad because it was actually kind of cute. At first I was scared because there was fire involved, and now when I see these TikToks, I'm conditioned to live in fear when I see a flame when I'm dealing with these. You know, I will say for what is an obviously 22-year-old boy's apartment, that's 1,000% who lives there. You cannot tell me that person is over the age of 25. You cannot tell me that a woman lives there. That is a man who's 21, maybe years old. That's guaranteed the person that lives there. It looks pretty decent. Let's be honest, I've seen worse. We've seen worse out of a 21-year-old man. So overall, I will say the vibes are okay. If I were to be a bit of a critic for a second, and you know that's not in my nature, but if I were to be just for a second, I would maybe, it was a little bit too fluorescent in its lighting choices, and some of the decor, especially some of the weed-based decor, for me might be a bit much. And also, I'm personally of the belief that sneakers or sneaker-like memorabilia, boxes, whatever logos, is not usually super great as home decor. It's not just a Nike swoosh, it's a lot of things. You know, I don't really love logos in general. So it's definitely got that quirky postmodern thing going on, and people are having fun and exploring their decor, so I'm not gonna be too mad at it. And again, if it is indeed a 21-year-old man that lives there, good for him. Then I guess it's working for him and he's finding his style, and that's really cool. But I have a couple of notes, which is fine. Those are just my opinion. You don't have to take any, as I always say on the channel, you don't have to like my place. Lord knows a lot of people in the comment section don't, but like, you don't have to like it, but you know what I mean? Like, to me, it's just like, we're all entitled to opinions. You just can kind of take it or leave it. But for me, a couple of pieces there that maybe I personally would have swapped out. But for a 21-year-old man, well done, sir. I like that one. I actually really like that one. I'm just gonna say it. I really do. I think that that actually is a DIY, unlike pool noodles, that is actually really worth it. Because listen, you're taking, it's a relatively, I mean, she did have her own little miter saw over there that she had or whatever in her garage. And so there obviously is some skill there and some craftsmanship. Like, that's not for everybody, you know what I mean? But honestly, like, you can figure it out. Like, you don't even need necessarily the tools that she has to be able to make this. So I feel like the bar is quite low. If you screw it up badly, it's like not that huge of a deal, because you've basically just got like some wood that you've crafted your own little picture frame out of, and that's cute. And the execution is just right for what you expect from a DIY. It's not easy to find exactly that at a store off the shelf, to be able to find something that does that. So it's like fairly easy for people to do, can be customized to their own specific needs. And I would say that this is a really good execution of what they kind of wanted to achieve. I do think that different types of panels and switches and ugly things, if you can cover them up with something like that, like a little piece of art on, you know, this cute little thing, I think that makes a lot of sense. I like the little hinge design, so you're not just covering it up with a piece of art, because I've done that. I think it usually works really, really well to kind of cover up the ugly. This one, what she's done is by putting it on the little hinge and bringing it off the wall a little bit, she's made it functional so she can actually still use a thermostat as well. So covering up ugly things, I think, is a wonderful choice. I would only also maybe just throw this out there when covering up a lot of ugly things, because this is just for a thermostat, which is fine. But if you're gonna do this for something else, like maybe, I don't know, electrical panel or something else, whatever, just be really careful that A, people can find it if they need it. So if you're covering up, like, you know, the shutoff valve to water, and you have a flood and everybody's looking around the place because they can't remember which one in the gallery wall is the frame that is covering up, you know, maybe it's a stupid example, but you know what I mean. If it's dangerous or it's a thing that you actually need regular access to, or there are safety concerns, obviously then I would not advise this. Or if you engineer a DIY that's actually really difficult to be able to access quickly, that's obviously a problem, especially in like an emergency situation or whatever. So I would say that so long as you're considering any sort of safety aspects, you're probably fine doing something like this. I think this is a cute one. I like this one. Overall, 5 out of 5 stars. So that's it for me for today, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this one. I'm going to link here to part 1 where I reacted to different TikToks before. So if you like this one, you'll like that one as well. And I'll see you on the next video. Thanks. Bye.